Next, we're going to take a trip to Docklands on the tram.
So we are at Flinders Street, Queensbridge Street, and we're taking it all the way up here.
And it's in the free zone, so we don't have to pay a thing. Right, we've arrived at the last stop at Docklands. Now we need to go and find the waterfront. This building behind me is absolutely phenomenal. It's cylindrical and it looks as though it's apartment buildings. Wow, I bet that would cost a pretty penny to live there with the view over the marina. Those are seagulls, Paul.
No,
oh,
those red statues.
They're all hunching down.
There's like what, 8 of them?
Yeah, shall we go and take a closer look?
They're weird. What's it all mean?
I don't know. Maybe there will be a clue.
Maybe the clue.
I think they're Chinese.
I think that they're Chinese too.
Is this sacrilege if I come over here? Why don't you hunch down between them?
Hey! 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 I could be red too. Just hit the subscribe button for our YouTube channel. It's Paul and Marcus.
It says that the sculpture is called Meeting One. Meetings are held everywhere in the world. So when we were on the tram, we passed the Marvel Stadium and next to it is the 7 Melbourne TV studios. Now, of course, the 7 network produces Home and Away, which is not Neighbours. It's the other soap. But the Marvel Stadium, so it's named after the comics.
So there are 2 types of comics, DC and Marvel. Marvel does X-Men and Spider-Man, I would like to say, and maybe the Fantastic Four and things like that, and the Marvel Universe, the MCU. So yeah, I think that they might have funded the building of that stadium. Correct me if I'm not right in the comments below. Hey Marcus,
Yeah?
I watched this program called My Life is Murder on Acorn, and it basically starred Lucy Lawless from Xena Warrior Princess, and she played the detective in that retired detective in that series. So yeah, it was based in Melbourne up until the pandemic happened, and then they moved the next two series to Auckland. So fun fact.
Well, I saw what I thought was a tram in the distance, and then I realised it was in the water, but I wasn't exactly wrong. Because look, it's called Tram Boat. So they do fish and chip dinner cruises on board the tram boat. Unfortunately, it is closed this evening because we're here on a Monday and it's probably only open at weekends. Oh, look at that over there, Paul.
Oh,
The Ferris wheel, you wanted to go on that.
I did, but you told me that it was shut.
Well, the taxi driver that brought us from the airport into Melbourne CBD said that the Ferris wheel had been up for several years and it worked, and then it broke down and it hasn't worked since, and they just left it there.
What a pity. Because I think that tourists would have been able to get a bird's eye view of what the city has to offer.
Really interesting sculptures coming up here. Look, I can walk right through this one. It's called Silence. Well, there's not a lot of silence around here with the music playing.
What area of London does this remind you of?
It's a little bit like Canary Wharf because you've got all the Docklands area and places to eat.
Yeah.
Of course, I worked at Canary Wharf for a couple of years, so I'm really familiar with that area.
Oh my god, these are some weird looking structures. I wonder what they could be. They're very, very weird indeed. They look like huts of some sort. Is there any thing to say what they actually are? I'm not quite sure. They kind of look like Legos or something. They kind of look like building blocks of some sort. And there's like quite a few of them. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 5 of them, and they're all different shapes. They really look like Legos, I suppose, that make structures. Well, there's some more on this side. So I'm not really sure what these things are, but they are interesting nonetheless.
Well, we thought it might be quite expensive to eat around here, but we've discovered the Docklands Lotus Chinese restaurant and it seems pretty reasonable. So we're going to see if we can get a table. So we got the ho fun and it was presented on that lovely square plate, which was very nice and it was very tasty. What did you think, Paul?
It was delicious.
Absolutely. And do you think it was the best one that we had here so far? Maybe almost.
1 or 2.
Yeah.
We've had it on 3 different occasions now.
It's all we seem to eat. Well, there is a concert taking place at the Marvel Stadium, so that's why we are here and not over there. But I think this episode has been marvelous. Don't you, Paul?
Yes, it certainly has. And for those of you that have liked today's episode, give us a thumbs up. For those of you that have not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. And for those of you that want to leave a comment, you could do so as well.
And if you'd like to buy us a coffee to help us along the way, there is a link in the description. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.